Alright guys, welcome to a new video, and today we're working on the Honda CRX again. This is, I think, video 3 now of the series. We're going to be doing a full brake restoration on the car now. I've got new brake discs, new pads, new brake lines, and rebuild caliper kits. So it's going to be a lot of work to do. I'm just getting started. I've got the car already jacked up, got the wheels off. I'm just letting the brake fluid out now. I'll bring you guys in now to where I'm at, and we'll crack on with the video. Should be a good one because full brake restoration, so it's going to be good. Let's get it going. Okay, right, this is where we are right now. Like I said, I've got it all jacked up, ready to go. I've already started siphoning some of the brake fluid out of the master, and I'm just draining out the fluid, just letting it drain out right now. And then I'm going to start taking all the brakes apart. Why we're doing this job mainly is because the discs are there's a massive groove here on the discs, so definitely needs new discs from the front. I'm not sure about the rear. I haven't looked at the rear yet, but the calipers, oh man, they're going to take a lot of work to clean up. But I've got some caliper paint coming, and I'm going to clean them up really nice. Apparently they used to be red. The previous owner did put some new brake lines on, but I'll be throwing those in the bin because I've got some stainless steel ones to throw on it. But yeah, cool. All right, let's look on the other side, see how it looks on the other side. Yeah, the other side's kind of not really draining right now because I've got this valve on it, but yeah, they put new brake lines on this side, and maybe just the yokes were red and the discs were silver. But look at the corrosion on there, whatever that is. I got to do a lot of sanding getting that off. So I'm going to start taking this all apart, and we'll get the discs off and the rotors, calipers completely off the car, and take them into the workbench and have a look what needs to be done. Doesn't look too bad under here, to be honest. All right, this is where we are right now. I got the brake line off, relatively straightforward, that is. Take that off now. I've just got the caliper here, and that's just going to slide off. And there's the caliper I need to rebuild, so we'll let that drain out. Yeah, it doesn't look too great, to be honest, but we'll clean it up. I got some brake cleaner and a wire brush, and then we'll get the new piston in, and so we'll have brake fluid coming out of there. Nice and pretty, isn't it? Right, we'll get this drained off, and I'll move this to a safe spot where it doesn't drip all over my floor. Okay, so we've got disc and caliper removed and brake line removed from this side. And we got the same over here. This brake line up here gave me a little bit of a fight, but it's come off now, so we're good. And now I'm just gonna clean this area up a bit. And start removing the master cylinder next. Right, I got the rod out from the back side of the master cylinder by the pedal area. That wasn't fun. I'm too old to be climbing into the car like that, into the dash. So we've got the master cylinder loose here, and it should technically just come out now. But I'll pull it out off camera because I need 2 hands to do it, so we'll do that. Finally got the brake master cylinder out. Took about half an hour, wiggling and pulling and wiggling. Here it is here on the floor. Yeah, it wasn't bad. I don't know if this is the original one. I don't see the markings. Oh yeah, no, that's the original master cylinder. That right there says it's original. But it's been in there for 35 years then, and it did not want to come out. But man, what a challenge. So I'm going to clean up a bit around that area there, and then we'll crack on with working on doing more to the car. I'm losing daylight, so I'm going to probably call it for the evening, and then I'll catch back with you guys tomorrow. So yeah, cool. All right, back out at the car, and I'm going to do a little bit of detailing underneath here, basically using the pressure washer with a little bit of degreaser. Clean it up a bit. Let's see how it turns out. All right, I was just trying to take this brake pad out of the mounting caliper, or the yoke, what I call it, and it's seized in there. It's literally seized in there. I cannot get it out. God, that's all my might. Wow, so that wasn't even actually making contact with the disc, I don't think, because it's literally jammed in there, which is crazy. So it looks like I need a big hammer to get that out. That's crazy. I think the other side is very similar. Wow. Anyway, let's pop this out and I can clean the yoke a bit. All right, starting to clean the calipers up a bit. Got some good old-fashioned brake cleaner, a wire brush. Basically, we're just gonna give it a brush. Put some brake cleaner on it. Start brushing away and see what we can get off of these. Where they'll be kind of newish. Oh, they're actually coming off quite well already, to be honest. I can see silver underneath. Look at that, just with a little bit of treatment. All right, I'm gonna crack on with this, guys. You don't want to see me brushing these, and I'll show you the finish when I'm finished. Okay, after a good amount of scrubbing, that's the proportion valve, but after a good amount of scrubbing, that's how I've got them. So they don't look too appealing to the eye, but I gotta get the pistons out next and start rebuilding. They are clean, look. They are clean. So, yep, that's the next step, is start taking them all apart, putting new seals in here, and new this, and new bolts, new hardware and stuff. So I'm gonna get moving on to that next. Okay, this is our setup for shooting the piston out of the caliper. If you're scared of bangs, get ready for it, because it's going to be a loud one. All right, Tiffany, turn on the juice. Ooh, that is a bang, isn't it? Wow. Okay, there we go. Piston out. Ugh, there she is. Piston out. Now we're gonna need to rebuild. Oh. All right, we got the caliper on the bench, and now we're just taking the dust boot off, which doesn't come out too bad. Just kind of presses in there, but doesn't look too great, to be honest. And then you've got the inner seal in there, and you need like a little pick to run across the channel and pop it out. And then once that's out, we're ready to put the new one back, new stuff in, but I need to clean it all in there first. Yeah, that's basically the sums of the kit. Let's look inside the caliper. How bad is it looking there? That's not too bad. I need to clean inside the channel there where it all goes. Definitely need to clean that out with some brake cleaner. Sounds like fun. All right, and then I think I need to remove these. I need to remove that pin there, which is next, so we'll do that next. All right, we're gonna attempt to move the boot off this thing. I'm filming, Tiffany's working. Doesn't want to come off, does it?
I wonder if it's a single piece.
You can slide the piston back, that thing inside of it. You can shove it back. There you go.
Oh, you tell me.
Oh, sorry. I thought you knew. I don't know if that helps. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. That popped out.
That came out. It is two pieces.
Yeah, cool. All right. And that's ready for paint now. Well, I got to clean it and then we can paint it tomorrow.
Yeah, you've got some cleaning to do.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, we got the caliper here ready to put its first coat of paint on. Just putting that little rubber grommet on top of that. I've got new this and the new bleeder valve, so I don't need to worry about painting those. And I got the VHT high temperature paint, which is for basically anything, engine blocks, calipers. So yeah, let's put a coat on and see how it goes. Right, caliper is all nice and painted, ready for the new piston ring. So first thing you need to do is lube the bores of the piston wall inside here. Put a decent amount of grease in a decent amount of brake fluid so the seals slide around a bit. You want to do the same to the seal. Just rub some grease around it, some brake fluid around it, sorry. Get it all nice and lubed. And then we can pop this seal in. This tool is quite a bit cool, this little pick. I hope she guided in. That's in. So you got the new seal in there now. Okay, what's inside? Right, now you need to lubricate the piston. So just make sure you get a lot of brake fluid around it. Sorry, get the brake fluid all around that. Now you're going to do the same with the seal. Lots of brake fluid so it slides, doesn't damage. Okay, we'll say that's pretty good. Now you want to slide. So this lip here, this front lip there, needs to face up on the ring. So you need to slide it over, sorry, on the piston. You slide it over like so, like that. And then push it down the piston like so. And then basically you want that edge piece there just to be over the edge of the cap of the piston, because that's what's going in. That's what's going in there. Like that. Right. And we're ready to insert the piston. Trying to keep this hand somewhat clean when I'm touching, left hand clean when I'm touching the caliper, because fresh paint with brake fluid doesn't go well. So yeah, you just slot the piston in like that. You want to make sure it's nice and even all the way around before you give it a push. Almost kind of like falls into place, really. Well, at least that one did. Right. Okay, and then slowly kind of wiggle the piston into the cylinder wall. So that's why it's lubed up quite a bit. You make sure it's straight, obviously, because that was not straight. You kind of wiggle it in a bit. Looks like it's kind of in there pretty good. There you go. And she goes. In she goes. So she's in now. I'm going to remove this tape now. Nope, I was just... Right, so now we need to put the new boot on the guide pin here. So clean that up a bit. Okay. Right, so now you're going to put some of your grease on this piston here. On this guide pin. I'll just put a couple like that. It's like a little lubricant grease. They give you so much, but you only need a little bit. Then you slide the sleeves over. Put that in like so, and that kind of makes it bouncy. And then you're going to put the other one on now. So you basically push it through a bit, and then you slide it over and get it over the cap end. It's pretty basic, this part is. I say it's basic, now I can't get it to go over. that's your sliding pin there. Cool, that part's done. Now, keep wiping my fingers so I don't get the muck on the calipers. Right, and I got some dirt on my hand. Right, I'll flip the caliper over. Oh, sorry, now I need to put this cap on this end. And that one doesn't really need any grease, you just gotta shove it over. Easier said than done. That should be it. Cool. And there we go. Rebuilt caliper. The bleeder valve. Well, that came in the kit. Don't really thread in nice. So, I have to either reuse the old ones, or I've got some genuine Honda ones upstairs that I might use. But we'll see if they fit in there too. So that's it. Caliper rebuilt. That's the front caliper, so now I've got to do the rear caliper. All right, got some parts in for the CRX here, all the way from America from Rock Auto, which I've used recently quite a bit actually, which is I got some parts for the Galant VR4 from them, and now I've got some upcoming parts that I need for the CRX. So let's see what we got in here. All right. Okay. Ooh, that looks pretty. A new master cylinder, brake master cylinder. Yes, cool. That's going to be going on with the other brake parts I have put in, so I'll show you those as they come in. Now, that's cool. Nice piece too, looks good. Okay, so everything's fresh and new now. We got the rebuilt caliper. We got a brand new set of Brembo discs. We got brand new Brembo pads. Yeah, and SS brake lines, a stainless steel brake line kit here that's ready to go. So yeah, let's get this bolted back on the front of the car. In 3, 2, 1, boom. All right, and there you go. All back on the car. Got the new discs, new calipers rebuilt. All the brake lines all fitted on there nice. All ready to go. These are the Hella brake lines. I had to use the factory bracket to make it fit correctly, which is, yeah, well, it's on there now. So, yeah, we're going to put the wheels back on then and move on to the rear brakes now. Do the rear brake rebuild. So let's move on to that. Okay, it's time to start taking off the rear brakes. We got the car all jacked up. Wheels off, ready to go. So we'll start taking all this apart. Hopefully it's pretty straightforward. And we'll get it all on the bench and get these bad boys all cleaned up, make them looking brand new. Let's do it. All right, I was able to remove the caliper. I just need to get the discs off this side and the brake line. Let's take you to the other side, which I've already removed. Yeah, so we got the discs off on this side, and we got the brake line off on this side. I did pressure wash under here. It's a little bit crusty on this stuff, but over the winter, I will be dropping all this and refurbishing all the suspension. So we'll be getting all power coated and all nice and cleaned up, new shocks and springs, stuff like that. So let's get the disc off on the other side. Okay, as you can see, we're back at the bench here. I've got the master cylinder and I'm about to bench bleed it. So this basically just gets all the air out of the cylinder here. And I'm not going to film it. It's just very simple. You just put this kit on that you buy and you pump the piston in and out and the bubbles will come out. Obviously you fill it full of brake fluid and the bubbles will come out in here, and then take this off and put it on the car and it's ready to go. So we're going to do that now. All right, we got the master cylinder back on. All right, next step is to move the innards of the two pistons from the old calipers into the new pistons. So it's just a C-clip, and there's a bunch of springs and stuff in there. We'll transfer those over and get them ready to go in the new calipers. All right, guys, quick update. Just working on the rear caliper here. I've got it, ended up having it aqua blasted, and I've painted it now. I'm rebuilding the caliper here. I've got all the new seals and everything that's going in. I'm not really showing you how to do it because this is not really a tutorial. This is just me building the car. So I'm not really showing you how to do things, just showing you what I'm doing. So yeah, so we're gonna get this caliper back together and then we'll get it back on the car. All right, guys, welcome back. We're working on the rear brake system now. I've got everything laid out here, ready to go. Let's show you what we got here. So we've got fresh caliper paint. We've got some new bolts to mount the bracket here. I've got some new Honda bolts to mount the bracket to the caliper, and the Brembo brake pads and the Brembo discs. And these are the pins we're gonna get those in. So we're gonna slap all this on the car now and get this car back together so we can start enjoying it again. Okay, so got the rear all buttoned back up again. Got the new calipers on, all mounted up. I'm just bleeding the brakes now. The new stainless steel lines fitted. The back ones fitted really good. Front ones were a little bit questionable, but yeah. Just gonna put the wheel back on this side. Let's take you around to the other side. There you go. Got it all really nice. So we got the brand new Honda bolts mounting the caliper on. We got all our clamps on and everything, the disc. So yeah, good to go. Brake line, cool. I'm gonna finish bleeding the brakes and let's see how it goes.
The brakes worked. This is good.
All right, I think that's gonna conclude the brake job for this. Yeah, doing the full rebuild was quite a job, but it seems to be stopping quite well now, and there's no vibration in the steering wheel, and that was the whole point of it. So yeah, that's a job done, and we'll move on to the next one. So stay tuned, guys, for next videos coming out of the car. There's going to be quite a lot of videos coming out. So if you're interested in the CRX and the build we're doing, make sure you hit that subscribe button and see the next video. And on that note, we'll see you guys on the next video.